Good day to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Now me, when they on your microphone, our microphone, and the microphone. And my name is still Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to the undiluted truth. Make on see what in the happen. BRGIE, which is the Biafra Republic government in exile, is about to take over the affairs of the so-called Ohanaeze and Ndigbo. Knowing fully well that since the formation of BRGIE, they have lost two of their Mumu president, Ubiozo and now Iwanyanwu. So Simon Ekpa have come out openly to let them know that there's no need for them to ever elect any president again from the corrupt official that they have. Rather, the BRGIE will take over that affairs of that people. Anyway, that is exactly the point I'm trying to make here, because this news, what would I call it? All these newspapers will come and tell you another different thing that is not even, contrary to what is being, contrary to the main issue of the day. So look at waiting the talk. No need for Ohanaeze and Ndigbo to elect any new president. Simon Ekpa led BRGIE. So BRGIE now have already said it. It is within their own right and prerogative as the people who is handling the affairs of the Igbo nation, that they have been the one to control the affairs of Ohanaeze, because Ohanaeze and Ndigbo represent all the whole Igbos, every man that speaks Igbos, and also all IPOB, because every Igbo man is an IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, just like they have indigenous people of Oduduwa, which is every Yoruba man or Yoruba woman is an Oduduwa. So my people, now so the thing take BO very soon, and I go here say Ohanaeze will be representing us very well, unlike what we used to have before. And anyone we do gara we do anyhow, say BRGIE no go take over, my dear, just be ready to collect water because he go collect. Anyway, now you go test our news. I beg you, look at other headlines here. David Umahi Monsi Iwanyanwu says Ndigbo had lost a Mumu man. He called him a rare gem, but me, I call him a Mumu man. And now waiting, he continued to remain until God knows when. According to Ndigbo, he said hardship Nigeria is bleeding without hope. Ndigbo proffers solution. This man always on point. And according to this human rights lawyer in a Behe Efiongo, say what's of Nigerian occupying political positions in the country. We are talking about protest. Do you know that no any single minister or House of Rep members or even elected senators, none of them is in Nigeria as of this time. All of them have gone to their different countries, because all of them are passport carrying of other countries, but they are coming here. They have gone to the country that everything is okay, and they are traveling there without even all the entourage or this their heavy movement of cars. They are only going alone. All their ADC, APC, personal assistant, all of them go there for Nigeria. They are not traveling there with their convoy. For you to know that these people, they know exactly what they are doing, and they know that this country called Zoo can never be well again. That is why you see all of them is running out because of protests. All of them don't run. Anyway, let us go to the reason why we are here, my people. There's no time to take time, because in case if I make a mistake, I beg, make one correct me. The Simon Ekpa led Biafra Republic government in exile has claimed that there is no longer a need for Ohanaeze Ndigbo to choose their president within their corrupt officials. Ekpa spoke amid the recent death of Ohanaeze President General Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu Abapo. It could be recalled that Iwanyanwu succeeded Prof. George Ubiozo, who passed away in December 2022. The development has been attracting concerns. Ekpa has now said with the death of two successive Ohanaeze presidents that are the most corrupt, according to him, there was no need for them to replace or for a replacement from their so-called corrupt officials. Rather, BRGIE will take over these affairs of the so-called Ohanaeze Ndigbo, which is supposed to be the mouth spoken for all the whole Igbos in general. According to Ekpa, he said the people were tired of mourning and crying over Ohanaeze Ndigbo. In a post on his ex-handle, the Biafra agitator wrote, anything Ohanaeze should cease in Biafra land following the death of Iwanyanwu. There should be nothing like Ohanaeze nor Ohanaeze election in Biafra land again, because we, the BRGIE, have decided to take over the affairs of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. The time of Ohanaeze sorrow, tears in Biafra land is over, he claimed. Let the youth rule over Ohanaeze to direct us where we are going forward, not putting people who are already close to their expiration date. Exactly what is happening in the zoo. People who don't have life, when they go there, they will spend billions and trillions of naira from the governor's purse to cure themselves. That's exactly what we are having in that so-called Ohanaeze. Let me ask you, must he be old, all these old haggard-looking men will ever rule in different offices in Nigeria or in Biafra land? I've been taking time to think about this thing. Meanwhile, recall that Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu governs the presidential candidate of Labour Party in 2023, Peter Obi, Afenifere, and other big wigs have all expressed sadness over Iwanyanwu's demise. Umahi Monsi Iwanyanwu says Ndigbo has lost a rare akpabo. Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, has expressed deep sadness over the death of the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu. Iwanyanwu died on Thursday, 25th July 2024 at the age of 82 years. Umahi, in a statement he personally signed and made available to newsmen on Friday, said Iwanyanwu was an experienced and well-respected national figure with unwavering political, professional, and business track records. He will be remembered for his commitment to nation building. He canvassed unequivocally for equity, equality, value orientation, and unconstrained national development. He made perspective contributions to issues that promote national dialogue during his time as President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo. Indeed, we have lost a rare gem. I offer my deepest condolences to the family, the governor of Imo State, the Igbo communities worldwide, and indeed Nigeria for the loss of this great statesman. According to David Umahi, he concluded. Hardship, Nigeria is bleeding without hope. Ndigbo profiles solution. The elder statesman and frontline industrialist Dr. Chike Ndigbo has stated that Nigeria is bleeding profusely without any hope for urgent healing and redirection. He noted that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has found himself in a pitiable situation due to a number of reasons, regretting that none of the president's heirs have shown capacity to pinpoint the cause or strategies to salvage the ugly condition. No, they are waiting to blame P2B. In a statement on Friday, Ndigbo said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should realize that he inherited a crop of kleptomaniacs from former President Muhammadu Buhari's 8 years of maladministration. He said Nigeria is bleeding profusely and there seems to be no doctors around to control the loss. Although the current socio-economic chaos in Nigeria were not entirely caused by Tinubu, it is surprising that his foot soldiers cannot help him out in redirecting the country's economy. No doubt, Tinubu inherited most of these crises from Buhari's crass incompetence and ferociously corrupt crew of kleptomaniacs who surrendered him and drained the country's resources to the point of near depletion. But Tinubu's calculations for power lured him onto an infested throne. The president should urgently weed out incompetent heirs that have not made any appreciable effort to revive Nigeria's once robust economy. Tinubu's failure to inform Nigeria about the status of the economy he met on ground at his inauguration makes him an accessory to Buhari's years of low cost. Of course, he should to be blamed himself, not Buhari. While reminding Bola Ahmed Tinubu that there were a lot of Nigerians with good heads to help him navigate the ship of state. He noted that the country seems far too large for one black head to exclusively manage successfully. We claim to be wise people, but fail to recognize our shortcomings and limitations. At any event, this bleeding economy could make it imperative to consider the peaceful balkanization of the country into smaller, more efficiently manageable units rather than continue this unending brotherly schemism. Time has come for us to prayerfully and deeply reflect on the saying that when two brothers fight to finish, outsiders will take over their inheritance. The wise thing remains for the brothers to share their properties and remain alive, rather than die and release strangers that might have been goading them on out of bitter jealousy. I won't say that the creation of development commission around the geopolitical zone is a step in that direction, but the economy is currently exposing the ugly underbelly of Nigeria, he stated. On the recent issue of the minimum wage, Ndigbo said, as an employer of labor, he has to warn the president from throwing money to problems or pursuing policies of appeasement that could render the economy comatose. To me, the recent debate over minimum wage seems a dumb trap to further diminish this seeming Lone Ranger approach to managing the economy. On one hand, labor was ignorantly pushed to maximize the minimum wage bargain in the erroneous belief that it will better the standard of living of the people and solve the economic challenges of labor. On the other hand, the government wrongly believed that the bitter anger of labor could be assuaged by irrationally increasing labor costs without a corresponding increase in productivity. Unfortunately, when the final decision is implemented, the net effect, with its wider implications, will hit the country like a thunderbolt. As an industrialist, an employer of labor, I make bold to say that neither the demand nor the acquaintances makes realistic economic sense. The decision will soon backfire on all of us as soon as the wage increase comes on stream, he said. Ndigbo remarked that the decision to increase the minimum wage to 70,000 naira came off as the usual World Bank IMF ready-made prescriptions. Okay, let them decide. IMF derived pleasure in stagnating developing economies and making them difficult to govern. It is very unfortunate that Nigeria has lost all sense of history because we have so quickly forgotten the Udoji award era and its devastating consequences on the country's economy. What labor and the government should realize is that not the amount of cash in one's pocket that determines purchasing power or the standard of his living. Purchasing power of cash should be paramount. Simply, work does not follow money, because whenever money is in the forefront, what takes a back seat? That is the question that left everybody to answer. Conversely, when work in the forefront, money follows without question. So, in clear terms, money follows work and not the other way around, he further stated. Most of the Nigerians occupying political positions, Inibehe Effiong, a human rights lawyer. A human rights lawyer, Inibehe Effiong, has alleged that the worst of Nigerians are the ones occupying the political positions. All of them are criminals. All of them have been indicted in one crime or the other. Effiong expressed displeasure that the rot in the country is so deeply entrenched. In a post on his X handle on Saturday, the legal expert stressed that something has to happen that will shake the country to its very foundation that will lead to a complete reset. He said, the rot is so deeply entrenched, something has to happen that will shake this country to its very foundation and lead to a complete reset of everyone. We have the worst of us occupying political positions, people whose agenda and occupation are to kill, steal, and destroy. There has to be a fundamental change. Daily Post report that some Nigerians are mobilizing for nationwide protests slated for August 1 to August 10, 2024. Ties end bad governments. Organizers of the protests are lamented about widespread hunger and inflation in the country. So, my good people, make gonna use this one to step down. We are still cooking something big about Ifeanyi Uba and about the one who says he can never be alive to see Biafra comes. And they are going one after the other. I said it when I give the news of Emmanuel Iwanyanwu. I said many more are still going to go because they are not needed in that Biafra land. And according to the adage that says that rivers can never flow to the from the desert or from the forest without not pushing down trees. So the river is flowing now, and the trees are falling one after the other. So my people, now here we go take BRGIE. I beg, make gonna get ready because the big one is ahead. Kemesiano.